What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called?
I didn't expect this chair to be so squeaky.
Yeah, it sounded like the chair had diarrhea. Just like
Yeah, it was gross. That was horrible. But hell yeah. I feel comfortable now.
Oh shit. I did the height of my mic wrong.
Hey, I bet you still sound good.
Yeah, definitely. It's good when the mic is on your nose. Okay. Now we'll really start.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, here we go. Whoa.
Hello, everybody.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, get ready to get fucked.
Whoa, who's a piece of shit?
That's right.
Happy New Year.
If podcasts are sex, then this is a dick in your ass.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
dude. Yeah,
wow.
man. We know you didn't vote, but if you did, you would have voted for mayhem. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Shut up, Caleb. Yeah. I'm if caffeine were a person. Yeah. My name is Dr. Fuck, and you're listening to the Eat Shit Cast, okay? It's time for violence and sleep. I don't even know how to. It's time for violence. Yeah. What's up, murderers?
Whoa.
You're listening to the Violence Podcast, hosted by Dr. Fuck and his co-host, the bitch. And I abuse you. That's my. I'm sorry I called you that, Caleb. I love you so much.
No.
Shut up.
All right.
Oh, man.
We decided to rebrand our podcast.
Yeah, it's where I bully Caleb every week. Man.
Wow, that was the highest energy beginning. Good Lord.
It's the most energy I've ever had.
Jesus.
Man.
Yeah, well, you did just have a bunch of coffee.
I had a bunch of coffee, and then I pooped.
Oh, you did?
No.
Oh.
I
Wow,
lied.
So it's just churning in there. We're giving you energy.
I got so much shit in my butt right now. Man.
This could not be more different than our last episode. Like, we recorded these back to back.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, boy.
man, we really hit the ground running. Where do you go from there?
Totally. Speaking of running, I got to go to the bathroom
Do you really?
because I have runny shits in my
Oh,
butt.
Man, me too. I don't know if y'all know I don't know if y'all got podcasts or have friends that do, but it's mostly shitting.
Totally. It's mostly holding in shit, and then right when you're done recording, you're both like, whoa, and then you run.
Yeah, well,
And you
we
shit.
should not eat a lot of anything we eat. Everything
Yeah,
we eat.
diarrhea. We just eat a bunch of diarrhea, and then we have diarrhea. It's like, it's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to stop eating.
Well, you know what's happening lately is that I am I am dieting, and you're all. We're both always fairly healthy.
Yeah, we're trying our best.
But I'm dieting right now, and I'm not eating refined sugar, and it's hard to know what that's in. So we basically just get salads every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what's happening now is we're eating even more vegetables and leaves, and it's just clearing our systems out.
Yeah, and it's
It's funny. It's like a lot of bathrooming.
yeah, and it's like,
really
man, well,
is.
how come when you eat healthy, how come I got to shit all the time? Why can't I eat healthy? And because now I got no time.
Right.
You know, I spend all my days in the bathroom. I want
Totally.
to do stuff. I want
Yeah,
to go
man.
to the park and do
I
a
want to
flip.
spend my days in the bedroom.
Whoa, shitting.
Yeah, shitting in my bed.
Man, this is what a beginning.
Well,
This is our
I just wanted to, it's not that different of a direction of the podcast, changing it from what's it called to the Violence Podcast.
Yeah.
And
too tough.
what's up, murderers? It's time for violence here on the Eat Shit Cast. That's what it is. I'm Dr. Fuck, and this is the bitch, and you're listening.
Bitch. Whoa.
And you're listening to the Eat Shit Cast. It's not that different of a show. I just want you to know that you're not allowed to listen to the show if you're a narc. or a loser.
Yeah.
No narcs or losers.
Man, it's so funny to you know when Obama went on Mark Maron and it was like a big deal.
Right.
But he was like you imagine if he went through all that and Obama's sitting next to him and as soon as they start rolling, he's like, "Welcome to it's Dr. Fucking the Bitch. Welcome to fuck shit."
That would be so great.
And just seeing Obama have to like riff.
Every week here on Dr. Fucking the Bitch, I interview a different loser. Here we have Barack Obama. What's up, Barack?
Fuck you. That was a great Obama.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, my God. I want to become that podcast. It's also like Mark Maron, for everything that he is that isn't a comedian, interviewer, and he's like, he's an artist. He's like, and he's part of he's a smart comic. Whatever you think about him, he's like a very smart person, and he like contributes in an intelligent way to comedy, and he's like part of the like literate entertainment world.
Oh,
he's
damn.
still a comedian.
Dude, I felt like I was reading an article. That was really good phrasing.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe somebody like that. I still actually haven't found the phrasing. I'm glad that was good, because how do you describe someone who's like a more learned version of whatever the art form is, right? That's like the world that Mark finds himself, like smart comedy, alt comedy, people said for a while, but there's a lot of dumbasses in alt comedy too. Anyway, my point is his presentation is an intelligent one and like a learned one, but he's still a comedian. And it's just so funny that Barack Obama was on his fucking podcast that's called What the Fuck?
What the fuck? And like we have reverence for him because he was old when we were young already.
Right.
And he was established and like, an old guy. But you imagine the comics who started with him seeing that? Like if AOC is president in 20 years and she's on
Riff
Kyle's
Board with Dave
podcast.
Wade. Yeah.
Dave Wade says, AOC, so you're like the hottest president and shit. I mean, that is fucked up.
Yeah, man.
It's fucked up. I mean,
you
ever wish you weren't hot so like people listen and shit? Come on, AOC.
Dave would never do that. He would never say to AOC, but I know what you mean.
Or if she was on Steph's podcast.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to think of, like, I love us and all our people from our generation.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have no respect for any of us.
Of course.
And none of us deserve it.
I didn't mean like that was necessarily a bad riff about Dave. I just mean Dave is like, I feel like it would be even like AOC being on Dave's podcast would be even more. He would be like,
Green New Deal. What's in
Green New Deal.
What's in there?
What was the old deal?
Yeah. It's green. It's all green, or is it all
green? Green like.
No, I think it's funny to think about anyone in our generation interviewing anyone important.
I mean,
hilarious.
absolutely, dude. She goes on Brendan Cooney's podcast, Raccoon Titties. And he's like, AOC, so you ever gotten booked at Flappers? Brendan Cooney, I guess we're not really close to. He's like a little young.
I love Brendan.
Comedy, but he's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, check him out. Cooney or
I've
Die.
never listened to Raccoon Titties, but I just assume it's really funny.
That's really the name of his podcast?
Yeah. Whew. Yeah.
That is a name. We ought to rename his podcast.
Yeah, you're damn right.
We don't even have to ask.
We should call it What the Fuck. What the fuck, Brendan?
What about the Flapcast? Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, how about Flappers Comedy Club and Restaurant in Burbank? Dude, I wonder what they would do if you started the Flappers Comedy Club podcast.
Litigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get sued immediately.
Yeah.
We should try and get sued.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, by Halliburton.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they got a lot of money. Are they still a company? Are they? I actually don't
know. They're not in the news anymore. Enron's gone.
You know what I mean?
Enron's been gone.
Enron, more like gone. And I've been saying that. I'm so smart. I am. You know what I mean? I'm just, I'm so smart, man. And gone.
Smart and gone.
Smart and gone. Gone
Hell
Baby Gone
yeah.
is about Enron. The original name was Ron Baby Ron. And Ronnie Ron, you know? That's what
Dude, I feel high right now.
I am in a mood right now. That's true.
Yeah, this is like
Well, I'm a genius. That's the what's going on.
oh
'Cause
man.
I'm great. You know what I mean?
This really does. It feels like one of those podcasts where you get high and then you get higher and higher as the podcast goes, and you're like, what the fuck?
Whoa. Yeah, man, you got to smoke crack with your friends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
only way to be happy. You've seen New Jack City.
No, I haven't.
You haven't seen New Jack
I don't know what that is.
Wait, are you fucking with me right now?
I mean, I
Are you sucking my dick right now?
not right now. I know it's a Wesley Snipes, but I don't know anything else
Oh
about
my
it.
god, dude. We got to watch. That's a good dumb watch.
New Jack City.
It's
Let's
made
do
by
it.
Melvin Van Peebles.
Hell yeah.
Mario Van Peebles is in it. He's the chief.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Actually, maybe it's not made by Melvin Van Peebles. But anyway, it's like about the crack epidemic in New York City in the 90s. And it's Wesley Snipes is like the gangster. And Chris Rock is in it. And Ice-T. And it's just fucking dope, man. It's
I
so
love Chris Rock, but is he good in that?
great. He is good in it.
Oh, because I've heard that. I've heard that he's good in that because he's mostly when he acts not good,
Not good, totally. Yeah.
which is wild. And he doesn't even seem to be that concerned about it.
Yeah, he just yells.
He's like, yeah, I'm not. Like you can kind of see him like looking in the camera.
He's like, I do stand up.
Yeah, he's like, I'm acting today. Isn't that funny?
You asked me to act.
Right.
Why would? That's not my fault.
It also doesn't feel like his name in every movie he's in is Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, totally.
I know that's not the name of the character.
Or like
but-
piss cock or something.
I feel like we're very close to me pulling your finger. And you, man,
Hey,
you're
on a gas tire. Piss cock.
oh man.
James Austin Johnson.
Oh man.
Man,
Wow.
it is weird because we are always silly.
Oh,
But
we're
I
always
feel
silly.
10 times as silly
But
right
you're
now.
like you got bit by a radioactive comedian, and now you're like
a radioactive comedian. Yeah.
I would not be surprised if you started levitating.
Sebastian Maniscalco bit me, and now I can't stop moving my arms and talking about how crazy boring stuff is.
Yeah.
You believe? Oh man, I went to this restaurant and somebody put sauce on spaghetti. What's this? What? What? Can you believe this guy? I sit down at the table. He puts the food in front of me. He sets a fork next to it. Everybody knows I eat my dinner with my face. Is this bad? Is it
No,
bothering
it's
you?
just you have the energy like you could like fly through a brick wall right now. You could juggle chainsaws right now.
I could.
You are on another level.
I am, dude. I'm all keyed up, dude.
Yeah, you are. It's crazy.
I wonder what that is. I did drink a lot of coffee.
You did drink a lot of coffee, and I did too. So I mean, that is just
Oh,
like
man.
anytime we do Sebastian, it's always fun.
Yeah,
he-
dude.
I really would love to see his like all his just COVID stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he just took a hard turn, it's just like, have you seen these anti-vax people?
I would
Have you
love,
seen-
dude, a fucking leftist Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh yeah.
Would be just so good, dude. And just like 60,000 people lost their homes in Los Angeles during a pandemic. What they do? What they do?
You call yourself a liberal? Okay.
I mean,
We've been installing right-wing dictators.
Yeah.
Every left-wing regime in South America. Huh?
I don't even know how to do the riff.
I was reading the Constitution.
Yeah.
You believe this shit?
Yeah, I mean, I literally don't even know how to do it because it's impossible. It's impossible for that man to say stuff like that. He just says stuff like, "Can you believe people wear shoes on their feet?" And
well, his reaction to the moon landing and Chipotle the same.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? Like he cannot react.
Did you know?
Yes.
Used to be a tree, now it's a piece of wood.
How hard is it? There's a lot of genders. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're getting there.
Yeah. Have you seen these people?
You haven't met? There's at least 60 genders.
Oh, come on.
Everybody knows this.
There's only 2. Which one was Prince? Only 2.
You never seen Prince?
Prince was all 63.
Exactly. That's exactly what the bit would be.
Right.
He would always bring it around to some fucking pop star.
Right.
Yeah.
Believe this shit. Welcome to What's It Called, everybody.
What's it called?
Dave
Hello.
has just butt chugged 8 cups of coffee.
Was it bad? Did you not? I'm insecure about it.
No,
now.
seriously, it was tickling me pink. That
Great.
you were like alive. You had these temporarily. You and Steph switched spirits, and you.
Go on.
You had a silly sleepover Tasmanian Devil style energy that was a lot of fun.
Do.
Still.
I didn't. The reason I stopped was that I got insecure for a moment.
No, you shouldn't have.
I'm back.
You're
Don't
back,
worry.
baby.
Insecurities happen, and then you stop them with testosterone.
That's right.
Yeah, I took you. You can only see if you're watching on YouTube, but I just like shoved a needle into my leg.
Yeah, that's why you got to get on the YouTube
Yeah.
so you can watch Dave get high.
You can see me shoot Andro into my upper leg. Yeah. I shoot coffee into my ass, and I shoot testosterone into my thigh. That's what that is, right? The thick part of the leg?
Yeah, what's the thick part? Well, let's rename legs.
The kind I slap while I'm riding my horse. I'm not slapping my calf. I'm on my horse.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. You're riding a donkey, maybe.
Have you ever rode a horse?
Yeah.
You have?
One time. And I'll never do it again because all that happened was the horse spent the whole time taking a dump.
Oh, no.
Just shitting.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. It was out of its butt, and I was in front of the butt. So it's not like the shit got on me, but my horse was shitting. The horse in front of mine was shitting.
Oh, wow.
Being a horse is fucking crazy.
It is crazy. And it doesn't seem to they don't seem to bat an eye.
It's like, God damn, do you eat at Mendocino Farms every day too?
Isn't it funny that we have to at least change our position to shit as humans, but horses don't squat. They don't even blink. They're shitting, and then when they're done, they don't move. It's the same.
Oh,
they have one position. Dogs squat and stuff.
What's really crazy for me about horses is that sometimes they lay down, and then how do you get up?
Yeah, I don't think.
Every time I see a horse get up, I'm like, damn, nice.
It also feels like they're doing.
Good job, dude.
Doesn't it feel like they're doing it for you? They're like, oh shit, I'm a horse. I gotta. This guy's.
Yeah.
This guy can see me. I can't.
Nay.
It's like when you were supposed to be cleaning your room and you could hear your parents walking down the hallway and you're like, oh, I'm a kid cleaning. Horses don't want to be caught not being a horse.
You come up on 2 horses that don't know you're there. They're laying down, and one's like, "You see Eternals?" You see and you're like, "Oh my god, a human!" Oh, nay. And then
Horse.
up.
Clippity clop.
Oh, I can't see very far to the left or right. I'm a horse. Clippity clop. Clippity clop. And they have you look down and they have feet. Dude, what if it's a horse? It looks completely like a horse, but instead of hooves, they have human feet.
Oh, that just made me ill. Horses with human feet. I can't.
Oh, I know.
I can't think about that,
dude. Man, it's like something out of a. It's like something out of a fantasy novel, you know? Like you see, it's like something you see on the Island of Weird Things. You ever been to the Island of Weird Things? Everything's weird on the Island of Weird Things.
I love that Andy Kindler bit when like there'll be a loud, like a fire truck drives by while he's on stage. He's like, "What is this, a noise convention?
He's a genius.
Why are we in
Oh
the
my
city
God.
of loud?"
Oh my God, dude! I'll never forget. He did this set once. It might be the hardest I've ever laughed. It was at my old show, Holy Fuck. He did about 10 minutes just shitting on Larry the Cable Guy. And it was so funny. And then he stopped, and there was like a sort of like a lull in his set. And he goes, "All right, I'm going to do some new stuff." And I am already laughing.
Yeah.
To go from Larry the Cable Guy to new stuff. And then he just goes, "Jeff Dunham." And I fucking fell backward. I was laughing so hard. But then during his shitting on Jeff Dunham, he was like, I forgot what he said, but he was like, what am I a blank? What am I a blank? What am I, some third thing? What a fucking
What am
treasure.
I, some
The last
third
time
thing?
I did his show, Andy Kindler's particular show, when he brought me up, Andy and I are not close, but we have known each other for a long time, and I am very reverent of that man. He's one of my favorite comedians, and he's so kind. And I am positive we have a nice relationship, and I'm like completely confident in that. And when he brought me up, he goes, "This next comedian, oh my God, this next comedian is one of those guys where if you're after him when you're walking to the stage, he's like, good luck following that." It was so funny. God damn, it was so funny.
Oh man,
He's wonderful.
You ever had a comedian they like really think highly of themselves? Like I've had a comedian, I won't say the name, but
Fucking crushed.
like I would go on and they'd be after me, and they'd like shake my hand as they're being introduced, and they would go, "Watch this," with no irony.
Wait, this is real?
This happened to me before.
Andy was like joking about me, obviously. And I like that's a thing that we joke about, the
Right.
idea of that type of
That's
tough guy.
so funny.
But I've never actually met. One time I talked to a comedian walking out of the Improv after his set. I was like, "How'd it go?" And he goes, "Fucking crushed."
Oh my
And I was
God.
just like, "Wow, well, I'm gonna hate you forever." But this really happened to you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really?
A lot of the old school guys, like they're always writing their own obituary all the time.
Oh yeah.
And they want it to be, they want me when they're dead to go, "He was the legend, and one
Right.
time I opened for him and he said, 'Watch this.' Then he went on to have the greatest set and he would always go, 'Watch this.' And then he would go have a very okay set."
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Yeah, I watched it. It was fine."
Yeah, well, also, newsflash, shithead. If you say, "Watch this," and then you kill, I still think you're an asshole.
Right. Even if Neil Armstrong got in the rock and
Watch
goes,
this.
"Watch this." Okay. Good.
That would be great. Oh, an overconfident Neil Armstrong. "Yeah, everybody, this is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, you fucking dipshits."
They would have to print that.
Yeah.
That's Adam Christie's bit.
No.
Where he's like, they have to print whatever the first word on each new thing is.
Oh, that's great.
Like, one small step for man, it's like, good thing that was. But he was like, when we land on Mars, no matter what that astronaut says, it will be every headline. And he's
Wow.
like, you could land on Mars and go, "Oh shit, I'm gonna nut," and that has to be on every newspaper.
Oh my God, dude.
"Oh, I'm gonna nut."
Man, Adam Christie. I miss Adam.
Funniest guy in the
He's
world.
the funniest guy in the world.
And he had the rest of the
Man.
bit. He goes, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for men's rights." And he's like, they got to put that on every newspaper. One giant leap
Wow.
for men's
That's
rights.
fucking. Wait, did we land on the moon? When? When was that? Was that the.
I've told you about my theory about the moon, haven't
No. Made of cheese? What if that was the theory?
I? And I thought I came up with it in 2021.
That'd be
Imagine
so great.
really thinking
I've told
it's
you about
made
my
of-
theory,
it's
right?
made
You
of
look at me
cheese.
very earnestly. I've told you about my theory about the moon.
That's why
right?
space smells so odd.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why there's no oxygen in space, because the cheese all from the moon took it all.
It's so, because if you think the moon's made of cheese, that means you think it was milk.
Right.
Like
Right.
It was
And like
and the God's just like churning for years.
there's like
and
a
years.
huge. The sun is a fucking huge cow.
The sun-
The sun's a cow, the moon is cheese. What? What are we even talking about here? I mean, facts are fucking facts.
So my theory about the moon is that we did go and land on it, but we lost the tape because it's hard to be in space, and it was like a comedy. Like they were like, "Are you fucking?" And Nixon was like, "Are you shitting me? We lost the tape. How are we gonna prove it to Russia?"
That's so funny.
And then we had to shoot. We were like, "Shit! Well, remember where everybody stood, and we're gonna shoot it real quick in Hollywood, and then we'll pretend it's live and show it to everybody."
So funny, dude.
I think that. I mean,
that is so possible.
Yeah.
What is the theory? Why do people think that it was fake aside from them being fucking dumb?
I think it has a lot to do with underemployment in America.
Like, yeah, I think it's
people got a lot of time.
Education system.
Bad education, underemployment,
sure,
idle hands are the devil's workshop. I think it's just a lot
like
of,
every conspiracy theory has like.
Well, the video does look shitty. I think that's a big part of it. The pictures look great and the video looks shitty, and people don't understand that it was the 60s.
And movies all looked shitty.
Yeah, everything looked shitty. It was a bad time. So, but then people are like,
why
isn't the flag waving?
It's also in space. Do you think that they had the ability to get the best camera into space?
Yeah, they had to shoot it to the moon. They shot a camera to the moon.
Yeah, and it's like I've seen Apollo 13. The camera was attached by a white tube to the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's crazy.
look. This is an HD. This is 4:3. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's buffering. Why is the moon buffering all damn?
Man, you know who they should take up to the moon? They should take Michael Bay and Taika Waititi. They'll get a good fucking, give them the Hubble. You know what I mean?
But it is, I mean, I've heard a lot of people's theories is they don't trust Richard Nixon at all. And,
I see.
you know, and the only times we ever went was when he was president. And he was like the weirdest, most paranoid, you know, kind of devious guy. So if anyone would have faked it, it would have been him. And so I think that's part of it.
Okay.
And it was 1 year after 2001: A Space Odyssey, and they're like, oh, they had all the equipment right there. They're like, oh, let's shoot it.
Man. Yeah. Well,
I think we went, but I am open to the idea that we lost the tape.
That's so funny, dude.
Which is possible and would be funny. That would be funny.
I would love that. I want that to be true for every single thing in history that we have video of. Like, JFK got shot, but they lost the tape. And they were like, fuck, all right. And they keep calling the same director.
Right, Stanley.
Yeah,
it's always Stanley Kubrick.
It's always Stanley Kubrick. And he's just like, oh, my God, where's a grassy knoll?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we just go to Dallas and shoot there. Can we, like, block off the streets?
Charlie Bit My Finger. They lost that tape.
What's Charlie Bit My Finger?
You never seen Charlie Bit My Finger?
No.
You're not familiar with it?
Is it a porn?
It's one of the most... Yeah, let's talk about porn. No, it's one of the most popular YouTube videos. There's like a British baby and a British toddler.
Okay.
And the British toddler...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and he's like, Charlie!
Yeah, I've seen it.
That really hurt!
Right, I've seen it.
Charlie's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great video.
Yeah.
But they lost the tape, so Stanley Kubrick had to find a
Absolutely.
couple of British kids.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. Anything could be fake. This podcast could be fake.
Stanley Kubrick is shooting this right now.
He is.
Yeah. And Tupac.
Tupac's fake.
Tupac's fake. He was made up by Stanley Kubrick. Yeah. They found Tupac on the moon. Tupac's from the moon. Not a lot of people know that. Yeah. And that's why he loves cheese.
How weird is it? Like, I'm not trying to be... But it's weird that the moon always looks the same. It happens to be spinning at the same rate it's rotating, so it looks like it's not.
Wait, what?
We never get to see the dark side. Isn't that weird?
We absolutely see the dark side sometimes. Wait,
well,
what?
we see none of it, but like we never see the other side. It's always the same side that we see on Earth.
Is that true?
Yeah. Isn't that weird? That
No,
sucks.
that's not true.
Yes, it is.
No.
No one's ever put the humans had to land on the light side because you can't land on the dark side.
But isn't it? But the light side is just whatever side the sun is shining on, and it rotates.
But the sun never shines on the dark side.
I thought that it's like it just rotates and it's wherever the sun is.
But it rotates like we never see anything except the light side. We only see one side of the moon.
Okay, well,
or we
know,
see nothing, but
well,
we
the
never
reason,
see.
But the reason that we see the light part is that's the part that light is on. Like when there's a new moon, the moon's up there. It's just that there's no light shining on the moon.
Yeah,
from
no
our
light on the
perspective.
moon. So we never see. On Earth, you can't see the dark side.
No, but what I'm saying is that there's no dark side and light side. It's just that the sun shines on the moon.
Oh, what I'm just
Yeah.
saying is that it's creepy that on Earth we only get to see one side.
But what I'm saying is that it's not just a side. We do see the entirety of the moon at different times of the day and year. It's not always the same side that the sun shines on.
But we only see the man on the moon side. We don't get to ever see the other side.
You're just saying that part of the moon is dark.
But we don't get to ever see, like, it'd be cool to see it spinning and be like, oh, I haven't seen that part before. We only get to see darkness or that side.
But but I think what the disconnect is that it's not like the moon is round and the sun always shines on this one half.
No, of course
The
not.
sun is shining and it rotates, and so we throughout the day get to see all of the moon, is my point.
But do we? Because
Yeah.
the moon always looks the same.
I don't think it does. Does it?
We see different amounts of it, but it's always that side.
I don't think so. I think there's I don't think so. I think you're wrong.
Maybe I am. I don't
I think
know.
that there's different size craters all around the moon, and we see different parts of it.
But we get to see it. It always looks the same to me.
Well, it's pretty far away.
I guess that's true.
Man. And thus concludes the science talk. The science.
We're going to Google it after the show and figure out. But I always thought we didn't get to see the dark side. And I was like, man.
Thanks for listening to Eat Shit, the Science Podcast, you fucking murderers. Yeah. I hope we all die painfully.
Dude, that felt like you know how sometimes Joe Rogan has an expert on? That
Yeah.
felt like it was
The opposite of
the
that.
opposite. Like Joe Rogan had another dumbass on, and they were like, let's talk about the moon. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson couldn't make it. I'm going to talk about the moon with
Talk about the moon.
with Tom Segura.
Moon Steve. I got Moon Steve on. He's got some thoughts about the moon, but he doesn't really know nothing about it.
Right. Well, let's do it. 3 hours.
Man, but that's funny. Well, it was also partially because I was like not really understanding. Like to me, the idea that the sun always shines on only the same part of the moon is crazy. But I guess it's not necessarily. I don't.
I just think it's creepy. The moon creeps me the hell out.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
gets dark and then it gets light. It always looks, and when every time it's all lit up and full, it always looks the same.
Right.
And I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
I want to see the other side.
This is how I feel about my friends' children. It's like, yuck.
Oh, I know.
It's like every time they're around, I'm like, ugh.
Is there anything funnier when somebody is like, they're dumb
Uh-huh.
and ugly,
Yeah.
and then they find someone else who's.
And they're like, I'm married.
yeah, and then you're like, what? And then you look at the
Wow.
picture, it's another dumb, ugly person. and
Man.
then so they have a kid who looks like shit.
Jesus Christ.
And you're
We gotta
like,
stop
oh.
talking about the Bidens.
And then so they have, the dumb, ugly couple has a shit kid.
yeah.
And then they're posting all these pictures of it, and they don't get that many likes because everybody's like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then, like 2 years later, they have another one. You're like, what the fuck?
yeah, totally.
What? And then that kid looks worse.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I see it all the time.
Man. Yes.
I don't know. People keep doing it.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything to have a kid.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's just, it really is. You don't have to prove you know anything or that you're going to try to do
Man,
it well.
these comedians going around having kids, that's got to stop.
Unreal.
Crazy.
Comedians doing anything is just shocking to me. Like, you made so much money being a fucking jerk off that you get to buy a boat. I don't like that.
I don't like it
that at
either.
all. You should be allowed to do the amount of stuff that lets you live. You know what I mean? You should be able to buy like paper and gasoline and food.
Yes.
But you shouldn't be able to have any luxuries at all. You shouldn't be able to have
know, it's
warm
so
clothes, anything with logos on it. You shouldn't be able to drink soda at all. You should be able to do drugs and alcohol because, I mean, what else are you going to do to make you happy?
Right.
Yeah.
Listen to our podcast.
Listen to our podcast.
I just think, like, your dad's in the Navy. My dad's a preacher.
Yeah,
That's a dad.
Right.
But if your dad is a stand-up comedian.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Ugh. Can you imagine respecting, like, when he's like, I said it, son, and listen to me, and hey, you better listen up and do what your mama said. And he'd be like,
Totally.
shut the, you're Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, totally.
Shut up, Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan's kids.
I don't want to do what Dad says.
That's actually what Jim Gaffigan says to his kids.
Yeah.
All right, kids, time for bed. I don't want to go to bed.
I'm like, Dad's doing bits.
Man, Jim Gaffigan talking to his son, Tim Gaffigan.
And there's no respect. Tim doesn't respect Jim.
Of course he doesn't. Yeah. What are we having for dinner tonight, Dad? Hot Pockets?
All you have to do to like level your dad is go, is this a bit? He'll be like, no!
It's a fucking bit.
No, it's not a I want you to go to your room.
You're pretty pale, Dad. Man, this conversation's really beyond the pale, Dad.
Start playing his bits on YouTube, and he's like, turn that off.
Man, what would be great would be being Bill Engvall's son.
Oh,
because
boy.
you're smarter than him immediately. You listen to his albums, and you're like, oh, I got this. What are you going to fucking punish me? Here's your sign, you fucking
here's your sign.
jerk off. And it just says, fuck you, Dad. You ever hate your dad so much you want to hand him a sign that says, suck my dick, you fucking piece of shit?
Suck my dick, you fucking piece of shit.
Dude, we got to rename Crocs.
That's right.
And this is what's it called.
Thank you. Welcome.
It's our podcast where we don't know what it's called. I'm Dave Ross.
I'm Caleb Sinan.
Our website is whatsitcalled.rodeo, and we got all sorts of ways for you to jump in and hang out with us and be a part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
We have a Discord. We have a Patreon.
I love Discord.
It's the most fun. It's a little community of 100 or so of us that talk about the show, and the only rule is that you have to know what the show is.
Yeah, you can't be mean.
Actually, you don't even really have to know what the show is, but you can't be a dick. No dicks allowed, and
That's right.
we just like hang out. There's threads about the show. There's threads about
Yeah,
mental
it's
health and people sharing their art and talking about our other stuff. It's great. Also, we are at What's It Pod on Instagram and Twitter. And right now, we've been not really tweeting out things we're going to rename for a minute because we banked a bunch of episodes for the holidays. But coming up in a couple weeks, maybe like 3 weeks, we're going to be tweeting out again things we're going to be renaming in January of 2022. So follow and jump in on that. This week we're renaming Crocs.
Oh, hell yeah. Crocs.
Crocs is... Did you come up with Crocs, or was it a
remember.
listener suggestion? It was one of the... We made a list of like... We have like a very specific type of thing we think is the most fun to rename. Crocs was not on it. And we haven't even cracked into that list, really.
Oh, it's crazy.
And Caleb just said Crocs, I think, and it was immediately better than everything else on the list. It is perfect. Crocs are the dumbest
Oh, my God.
thing invented ever.
I can't believe how unbelievably popular they are. And
I've never worn one, but people swear
Oh,
they're
yeah.
the comfiest thing ever.
and people get, it's almost like a religion. People are always like, oh.
Crocs.
And I'll be like, Crocs are dumb. Somebody's like, you ever worn them, though?
Put one on.
And their eyes get so big when they
Totally.
talk about them. And it's just like, could they be that comfortable?
Yeah, totally.
They're more comfortable than like a fuzzy slipper. They're more really? I just don't buy it. Really?
Yeah, especially when they just look like a rubber ducky.
They look so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I've been in a store before and been like, I'm gonna try one on. I've been in a shoe store, put one on my foot, and it felt fine. But is it that great that it's worth looking like that?
No.
Clown shoes. Well, those are comfy. You're gonna wear
You know what's
clown
great
shoes?
for your back is a Nazi uniform.
Comfy.
You
Comfy.
can talk shit if you want, but have you worn a Nazi uniform?
Have you worn a sheet with holes in the hood?
Oh my god.
You ever worn it? It's comfy. I wear it to the store.
Have you put a shoulder-mounted surface-to-air missile launcher on your shoulder? Have you? It's comfy.
You have sciatica? You ever thought about sitting in a tank?
Have you put a Filet-O-Fish up your ass? You haven't. That's a callback to a recent episode.
That is a callback. Shout out to the callback. I think Crocs. Maybe we should get some. If you think Crocs are good and your blood's boiling right now, you're like these two dickheads. Mail us some Crocs at 3325 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 725. You can send me and Dave a couple pairs of Crocs, and we'll eat our words. But
for the record, Crocs, if you want to sponsor us, we will take your money and say that we like you.
Yeah, and I bet you are comfy. We'll wear them on every episode. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'll wear them in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you got Crocs names? You want me to go first?
I'll go first this time.
All right.
I don't have very many.
Oh, okay. I got
All right, Crocs. So we're renaming Crocs, folks. Here we go. New names for Crocs. Birth control.
Damn. Damn.
Shoes for dummies.
Oh, boy.
I hate sex. Put your foot in me and die. Sweatpants for feet.
Wow. Sweatpants for feet is
I'm
accurate.
a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Squeaky, stupid in mind.
I'm glad that we feel the same. Squeaky stupid in mine is great. That's what I call my car.
That's a good name for a car.
Yeah.
I got the Great Depression.
Oh, that's great.
I welcome death. And the last one, 3 easy payments of your soul and sex appeal.
Wow, that's great.
That's what I think about Crocs, you piece of shit.
All right, my names for Crocs are butt feet. Fat holes.
Fat holes. I like fat holes.
Bouncy balls. Badow. That's B-A-D-O-W.
Wait, what is it?
Badow.
Okay.
That's just sort of what I think.
That's like a gun in a comic book.
It's like an yeah, totally. It's like the onomatopoeia version of what happens when Crocs go walk down the street.
Badow.
Dumbo the shoe. Oops, I'm wearing these.
Oh, I like that.
Ugly Uggs. Danny DeVito's. Wearable beef.
Wearable beef.
Comfy stupid. Lumpy Sundays.
Lumpy Sundays.
Mops. Big farts. Old dumps. Bumpers. Dumb buckets. Meatballs. Mud sloppers. Uncle sandals. And granddaddies. Yeah.
Okay, Granddaddy's is up there.
Yeah.
I really like Oops, I'm wearing these. And I love Lumpy Sundays.
For me, butt feet. I think that
butt
was the
feet.
first thing that came into my head because when I look at them, they just look like butts on your feet.
Butt feet.
You got ass on your feet.
People would buy things called butt feet.
Butt feet.
Yeah, butt's back. Butt's
Butt
in.
feet. Yeah, get the new Lil Wayne brand butt feet.
Butt feet. And people would not forget butt feet.
No,
you
totally.
can't forget it. But I think a Granddaddy's is great.
Butt feet by Dre.
I don't know. Oops, I'm wearing these made me laugh the most. So.
Oops, I'm wearing these is a lot of fun.
Yeah, like it's always a mistake.
Let's read some of our fucking.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for tweeting
dude.
at us. We got some good. You guys really had some opinions on Crocs. I haven't read them yet, but I saw quite a few notifications. So I appreciate everybody who played along. It always makes me feel good when people play along.
They do look so crazy.
I just can't believe it worked. Doesn't it look like it's a prototype for something? It looks like the inside of a car for shoes. Like it doesn't look like that's the shoe. That looks like what's inside a shoe.
Yeah, it looks like they're made for gardening in space. Truly, it's like
a lazy alien would wear these.
Yeah. And they do, yeah, especially the black ones. Caleb posted a photo of the black ones, and it just really highlights how they are a utility item.
Yeah.
It's like wearing an oil can.
Yeah, I don't. Ugh.
It's just like, man, you know what I like to do? I like to wear snow pants all the time.
Yeah. Just something. It's like the overalls for your feet. It just doesn't feel good. Ooh, I like this one. Reagan's corpse said foot condoms.
That's great. At Modern Wood, who's my buddy Thomas R. Wood. He's a great director. He said nursies.
Nursies.
I think that's great. I think that's really good.
Nursies.
Yeah.
I gotta slip on my nursies. Ooh. Oh, man.
Wow, Aristotle Acevedo at Aristacos. That's just what we wrote back then. Vans original slip-ons. Grown-up charm bracelets for your feet.
I like Carbon Cesspool said, get in the mail. Oh, shit. Carbon Cesspool also said suicide buddies. And let me tell you something.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
That's a tough one to beat.
I don't know. There's one here that I can't even tell you. It's so perfect. At Loki Hates You, Air Cordons.
Air Cordons.
I just feel like we're not going to beat Air Cordons.
That's good.
I
like Air Cordons a lot.
At Boogeyman Weather says, Wiffle Slippers.
Wiffle Slippers. That's actually a
It's
good name.
Perfect. Yeah.
Wiffle Slippers would be the knockoff.
At Fool, PHOOL says, Toe Colander.
Toe Colander. I like that one.
At Andy Sell, Nerf Slippers.
Nerf.
Dude, these are great, man. This is a particularly good one.
Hell yeah.
At Eric W. Barnes, Speed Hole Loafers.
Oh, man. I like, at Darth Plato said Gators.
At Seth Mills, Giving Ups. That's great.
It is Giving Ups.
At Winslow Dumaine, Air Boredoms. Air Boredoms is good, but it ain't Air Cordons. But
I like, at Demura said fuck tailors.
Yeah, there it is.
That was fun.
At Apoc Pod, Comfort in the Shoe.
I like Comfort in.
They also said, dude, where's my self-respect? Jesus.
Man, I don't know. Air Cordons might be it.
I mean, it's just perfect.
Air Cordons is real good.
There are so many. Fuck Taylors is so good.
Yeah, y'all really went in on these.
At Carbon Cesspool, Diabetes Sandals. Get in the mail.
Get in the mail.
That one,
great.
Get in the Mail and Suicide Buddies. I mean, runner up to Carbon Cesspool for all of those.
Yeah, you
at She-Be Carlene said loser shoes.
Loser shoes.
Schloozers. But it's got to be Air
Yeah,
Cordons.
I think you're right.
I mean, it's Air Cordons.
Hell yeah, you're getting a Ricky shit this week.
Hell fucking yeah, dude. At Loki Hates You. Thank you so much.
Dude, hell yeah.
And thank you all so much for jumping in and helping us
Yeah, we
name
love you.
Crocs. We love you.
And they need a
dearly.
new name, because what the hell?
I mean, they do. It's weird. Like, I hesitate to say they suck because so many people I know are like, you don't even fucking know, dude. So they must be great. But I just look at them and I'm like, I also will say that I was worried for a while that I had gotten it had happened to me that I had gotten old and I like no longer understood popular culture at all, and I like had disdain for modern fashion, and I was just like, it's just because I'm an old guy. Now fashion has moved on and I like don't have a problem with it at all. And it definitely was just a phase that actually did fucking suck.
Yeah.
That normcore shit where everyone was like, yeah, I wear a Tasmanian Devil t-shirt and a belt pack I got at the mall.
Right.
And huge fucking shoes and a visor. Just all the merch you get for free at Universal Studios is the clothes we all wear now, and it doesn't fit. And Crocs showed up during that era.
Right,
And so everybody looked. I saw Moshe Kasher do a great set where he at Spaceland or at the Satellite where he invited someone on stage and he was like, "Can we just talk about how dumb you look?" And and he was like, "I realize I'm an old guy, but can we just please talk about this?" And they had a good sense of humor about it. It was funny.
No, it's such a you really and here's the thing. So much of fashion is you saw one really hot person do this, and you thought that was cool, but it's just a hot person doing something lame and getting away with it because of how hot and cool they are.
Right.
That thing is not cool.
Yeah, totally.
And they fooled you.
Totally.
So you're just a dick looking like a dick.
No, it looks good to wear a cooler on your head.
Yeah, it does not look good to look bad.
Yeah,
you fucking idiot.
Exactly. That depth of irony, I can appreciate a certain amount of irony, but if everyone just looks like a refrigerator box covered in ads, I don't think it's good.
And it's like, look, irony's got to be like not the majority of your life. Like on your headstone, you're like, lived. It's like, come on. You can't just be ironic.
Wow, yeah.
Wow, I just came. Like, Come on.
Yeah,
Wear
like,
something and mean it.
Can we put an animated GIF on my gravestone? It's a rotating GIF that says HTML and a dancing baby. I don't want my tombstone to say anything. I just want it to be the dancing baby from the YouTube video.
Honestly, that's going to happen.
Yeah, probably already did.
All right.
Well, this has been so much fun.
We love you.
What's it called? Rodeo for our Patreon and Discord and all that shit. And we'll see you next week.
I love you.
We love you so much.
What's it called? What's it called?